Why did you leave without warning? From the second you were gone, I was just old news. Like we were nothing, just an excuse. I was hoping that you might change your mind. That time away would paint it in a better light. But now we're living under different shadows, missing every phone call. But I still feel it, your heart close to mine. I still Why are you running away? Thought that you wanted to stay. All the words unspoken said that you loved me today. So how could you leave for LA? Oh, you left me broken. I'm reading all your letters. It doesn't make it better. You're living in my mind for free. I'm drinking all the liquor. I'm picturing you with her. You're nothing but a memory. You're out of reach, left me in the open. Your love for me, deeper than the ocean. So why did you break me apart? You left me with all of these scars. Ooh, you left me broken. Ooh, you left me broken. Ooh, you left me broken. Why are you letting us go? Thought that you wanted me close. Drunk on this emotion. How can I even go home? With you is all that I've known. Oh, you left me broken. I'm reading all your letters. It doesn't make it better. You're living in my mind for free. I'm drinking all the liquor. I'm picturing you with her. You're nothing but a memory. You're out of reach, left me in the open. Your love for me, deeper than the ocean. So why did you break me apart? You left me with all of these scars. Ooh, you left me broken. Ooh, you left me broken. Ooh, you left me broken.
Gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Ain't nothing left. Let's go. Gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left.
you tell me, hang tight, it's all just temporary. Don't fight, none of it's in our hands. Lose sight of what isn't necessary. Oh no, we don't know what is coming next. So slow, the days don't pass us by. I go crazy staying here once again, my friend. But I don't even know where we are, and I don't even know where we are going. It seems like it's never too far. But if you wanna go, then just take me where you are. Just take me where you are. Try to stay entertained, watch a movie, read another book. I even took the time to make a puzzle with you. I'm running out of ideas of the things we can do to get through. But I don't even know where we are, and I don't even know where we are going. It seems like it's never too far. But if you wanna go, then just take me where you are. Just take me where you are. Just take me where you are. But if you wanna go, then just take me where you are. Just take me where you are. But I don't even know where we are, and I don't even know where we are going. It seems like it's never too far. But if you wanna go, then just take me where you are.
I wanna be there for you, but I gotta be there for me. How can I give you all my love when I don't even know how to love me? I wanna make you feel like a star, but I don't even know where to start. How do I give you all my love when I don't even know how to love me? Love me, I'm so in love, but I don't know how to love me. I'm so fucked up, but I don't know why you love me. Why do you love me? Why do you love me? I'm so fucked up, but I don't know why you love me. I'm so in love, but I don't know how to love me. I'm so fucked up, but I don't know why you love me. Why do you love me? Why do you love me? I'm so fucked up, but I don't know why you. I wanna be there for you, but I gotta be there for me. How can I give you all my love when I don't even know how to love me? When I don't even know how to love me. When I don't even know how to love me. Met the best person at the worst time. Baggage on my back, but I still try to make you happy. It's so hard cause I don't feel happy. I wanna bring you up, not pull you down, but I feel like every time that I'm around you, I always find a way to make an issue. And then we argue, then I miss you. I don't wanna go back to my old ways, but I still haven't healed from this pain. I make mistakes, but don't learn from them. Repeat them again and again and again. Give it so many chances. I abuse them. Going through a hard time, yeah, I need help. Gotta take care of myself, but I love you, and you know that. Oh, yeah, I'm in my bed without you. I can't relax, take a deep breath, that's what you tell me. Another panic attack, but we're standing me. Just save yourself, run away from me. You wanna stick around, but it'll make you happy. Oh, it'll make you happy. I wanna be there for you, but I gotta be there for me. How can I give you all my love when I don't even know how to love me?
friends, cause no one knows what we made this for, what we do in here. Welcome to the gallery of souls. Hope you find your friends, cause no one knows what we made this for, what we do in here. My friends say I'm out of my mind, but they don't know what I've been hiding. Just a body or two, just on screen, something new. Look on the walls, what I've built. Plenty of people surrounding, but they not alive. They trying to hide in this masterpiece of mine. Welcome to the gallery of souls. Welcome to the gallery of souls. Welcome to the gallery of souls.
Come and have this drink beside me. Let's open up, girl, speak your mind. I just wanna have a conversation, no obligation. Show me vulnerable. We ain't come here for no lonely night. We ain't looking for no shallow tide. Ulterior motives just put aside. Appreciation we've been trying to find. We've been trying to find. We've been trying to find. So come and have this drink beside me. Let's open up, girl, speak your mind. I just wanna have a conversation, no obligation. Show me vulnerable. Show me vulnerable. No obligation. Show me vulnerable. Show me vulnerable. Yeah. Let's not come off too impressed. How about we just do our best to express what we're thinking? Don't even know your name, but the way you're touching me is telling me it's gonna change. Like, telling me it's gonna change. Like, we've been trying to find. So come and have this drink beside me. Let's open up, go speak your mind. I just wanna have a conversation, no obligation. Show me vulnerable. Show me vulnerable. No obligation. Show me vulnerable. Come and have this drink beside me. Let's open up, go speak your mind. I just wanna have a conversation, no obligation. Show me vulnerable. Show me vulnerable. Yeah.
Why'd you have to make this so damn personal? I can see the demon in your eyes. You should know I never tried to hurt you. Can't believe the tears I've made you cry. Murder on the dance floor, murder on the dance floor. Who do? Shining out our flaws, do we ever tie? Kisses on the dance floor, kisses on the dance floor. We're through, or are we aimlessly just holding on for life? We're caught in a house fire. Are we broken glass and dishes on the table, dancing as our memories fade to black. Who would never gave this shit a fucking label? Whatever we have's under attack. Yeah, murder on the dance floor, murder on the dance floor. Who do? Shining out all our flaws, do we ever tie? Kisses on the dance floor, kisses on the dance floor. We're through, or are we aimlessly just holding on for life? We're caught in a house fire. Are we caught in a house fire? Caught in a house fire. Sinking in jeopardy. I feel there's nothing else left for me. Pieces of nothings are all that remains. How can we possibly live in the flames? Can we just talk at a time when things are so dire? We're caught in a house fire. 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 Ooh, caught in a house fire.
Suppose there are times when you lose your troubled mind. Suppose there are times when you're feeling undefined. Suppose there are days when you call it's time to quit. That's when you call me, you know just what to say. Know just what to say. We go out and on the night. We jump and touch the light. We're dancing, we don't sleep until we die. We don't have to worry. Drink up, no, the night is early. Keep dancing, there's no time for running back.
my karma on a golden scale. Sentence on the carousel, higher than the Everest. But they tell me it's my lowest phase. Dancing with this fake parade, marching on unsettled pace. Weekend after weekend, yeah, these clowns, they don't stop creeping up on me. Steering my delirium, pull the lever till the strobe light overlead. Yeah, you bounce like a pinball, fly with the simple. Do I even fit into the show? Take a run at the sinkhole. God, it feels so simple. If you don't count the times that you reload. From side to side, leaving the entrees behind. Still, I don't know where I am. No idea, no idea, no. Weekend after weekend, when the playfield get the coins I'm buying. Just another skill shot, pull the lever till the strobe lights overheat. Like a pinball, fly with the simple. Do I even fit into the show? Take a run at the sinkhole. God, it feels so simple. If you don't count the times that you reload.
Stars align without asking first. You're everything I wanted, a blessing and a curse. Now I'm here. It's as if everything has gone back to the start. Play me like a work of art. The first time I didn't realize. Second time you fed me lies. I tried to run but I didn't get far. I was trying to run.
Feel like I could die in your arms tonight. I think that we could dive into this love. I feel like I could die in your arms tonight. I think that we could dive into this love. Feel like tonight. Feel like I could die in your arms tonight. I think that we could dive into this love. Feel like I could die in your arms tonight. I think that we could dive into this love. Feel like I could die in your arms tonight. I think that we could dive into this love. Feel
You tell me, hang tight, it's all just temporary. Don't fight, none of it's in our hands. Lose sight of what isn't necessary. Oh no, we don't know what is coming next. So slow, the days don't pass us by. I go crazy staying here once again, my friend. But I don't even know where we are, and I don't even know where we are going. It seems like it's never too far. But if you wanna go, then just take me where you are. Just take me where you are. Try to stay entertained, watch a movie, read another book. I even took the time to make a puzzle with you. I'm running out of ideas of the things we can do to get through. But I don't even know where we are, and I don't even know where we are going. It seems like it's never too far. But if you wanna go, then just take me where you are. Just take me where you are. Just take me where you are. But if you wanna go, then just take me where you are. Just take me where you are. But I don't even know where we are, and I don't even know where we are going. It seems like it's never too far. But if you wanna go, then just take me where you are.
Hey, good evening everybody, welcome. It is Wednesday evening, so here we are then back again for your latest Fast 50 online pub quiz. Another week has passed us, another week closer to normality, or so we hope. It certainly looks that way in the UK. Lots of announcements in the last week. I'm in the UK, of course, you know. If you're in Romania or anywhere else outside the UK, you might not know, but they have set out a guideline to try and get back to normal-ish. We're on the way as well in Romania, aren't we? We can't wait. I've had lots of discussions this week, actually, with various companies and bars and organisations about doing real events, live events again. You know, it feels like people are starting to think about it. So, you know, stick with us. And we have some light at the end of the tunnel, we hope. Right, let's have a look over here. Who we got? Mihaela, yet again. First person to jump in, throwing some love out tonight as well. Thank you, Mihaela. Very sweet of you. You get the imaginary bonus point, racking those points up. Vlad came in just after you, and then Anna is saying hello as well. There's Talia Litza joining us all the way from the UK. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. We missed you at game night on Saturday. Brilliant fun at game night. If you haven't played game night yet, you need to be a silver or gold Patreon. You really must come over and try it at some point. It is tremendous fun. We've only done it twice, but we are having so much fun over there. Big prizes we give away as well. Andre, good evening to you, mate. Nice to have you with us. So what we got ahead of us? Okay, as usual, it will be 50 questions. The first bunch of questions will be recent news. Try to avoid miserable stuff. No Tiger Woods in there or Daft Punk breaking up. Two of the saddest stories from the last week. We're not talking about that. But there will be some other fun stuff in there. Then some general knowledge. Then our random round chosen by the person that came 50th last time. And then general knowledge to take you home. Who else have we got? James and Raluca joining in. Good evening to you guys. Nice to have you. Good evening to Christian as well. Christian and Raluca who have... Radhika, sorry, who have been playing along at the weekend. Sue's joining us as well at game night. Yeah, I'm not saying that quizzes aren't fun, Sue. We love the quizzes. The quizzes are our bread and butter. It's what we did from the very start, and here we are. You know what? We're only, what's the date? 24th of February. I need to check the exact date, but we are about 3 weeks away from our 1 year online anniversary. Can you believe that? I should do something to mark the occasion, I guess. But we really should try and get a big old quiz going that night, I think. Maybe we'll do something special that night. I don't know. Maybe we'll let some of you play sing-along bingo for an evening or something as well as the quiz. I don't know. I'll think of something, but it's just dawned on me. It's nearly a whole year of these online quizzes. Blimey. Anyway, talking of online quizzes, let's have a look and see how you did last Wednesday. Right, so there you go then. Mrs. John Thornton was out in front. What did we have? 4 players reaching that magical 5,000 point mark. And Mrs. John Thornton did finish out on top, claiming their prize. In fact, they did claim their prize today, which has suddenly changed our top prize ever so slightly, as you will see in a second. But that's fine. She thoroughly deserved it. So well done to you for getting it. Bula coming in second. It's been a while since Bula has taken a win. He's always in the top 3 or 4. We know he's won a tremendous amount of quizzes, but Corneliu finished ahead of him for just behind him last week. So is it Bula's chance this week? I don't know. He's always got a chance, I guess you could say. But yeah, Bula is the man to beat. We like to say if you can get over 5,000 points and finish ahead of Bula, you're probably going to win, or certainly be in the top 1 or 2, 3, 4 thereabouts. So let's see how well you do tonight. Right, quickly, we'll go over the game rules. We will be quick with it. I think most of you know what's going on. But it is good to just give the breakdown very, very quickly. So for those of you that are new joining tonight, I think we've got 1 or 2. You should be playing along by watching me on YouTube, on your TV or your computer, and playing along with a handset such as a tablet or your smartphone. And the questions will appear on those handsets that you are using. Various different types of question. We will have multiple choice. We will have open-ended, where you have to click on a letter or a number, enter a letter or number, and multiple choice pictures, where you have to click on a picture instead of an answer as well. If you get something right, it's worth 100 points. Get it wrong, it's worth a big VAT 0. What's rule number 3? I can't remember. Here it comes. It's stuck for some reason. Some questions then have multiple correct answers. If you get them all right, you get 100 points. But if you get just 1 right, it's worth 20. 2 right, it's worth 20 each. So that's 40. Get all 3 for the 100. There's 1 around question 10-ish somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. There or thereabouts. 1 right at the end of the random round. So that's around 29, I believe. And then 1 to finish up on question 50. And these are sticking tonight. I don't know why. A 30-second gap between questions to allow you to join in with the live chat. And do please join in with the live chat. If you are watching and you've never said hello, it's heartbreaking. Let me know that you're there. It's lovely to chat with you, and I'm sure we'll come up with some silly little discussions tonight, as we always do. And speed bonus is available. 50 points on every question for every player. Get the question right, you will score bonus points on top of that 100 points, up to a maximum of 50 if you answer in the first second or 2. How many points is determined by how quickly you answer. 20 seconds to answer, that's not true, it's 15 seconds. We haven't amended that since we did a corporate gig the other day, so apologies, that's my fault. 15 seconds because you guys are clever, so you only get 15 seconds, not 20. When we do the corporate events, we tend to give them 20 seconds because for the vast majority, it is their first time. So here I am sat in front of, most of you will recognise this, it's not Berlin. I know that there is this thing here where they've got one of these TV tower things in Berlin, but no, this is Seattle. Why are we in Seattle, I hear you ask? Well, for the very simple reason that it relates to our random round. So tonight's random round, as chosen by the player that finished 50th last week, is Grey's Anatomy. Now, I'm very aware that not everybody here likes the TV rounds when we have a specific TV round, so I set out to write 10 questions this evening that are not specifically about storylines or characters, you know, really intricate things that you could only possibly know by watching the show. I'd like to think that I've done 10 questions that have a relative amount of trivia and logic behind them, and we've tried hard actually to come up with 10, because I've never watched Grey's Anatomy, so it's always difficult for me to write questions on a subject I don't know. But I do think that we found 10 very cool pieces of trivia, all of which you can take a guess at later. So those questions will pop up between 20 and 29. And if you don't like this round, all you've got to do is finish in 50th position tonight, and you can choose something yourself for next week. Let's have a look at those prizes for this evening. As I mentioned earlier, a prize for last week was claimed. So here, I'm afraid FIFA 21 is done. We no longer have FIFA 21 as a prize until I can persuade those lovely, lovely people, I'm talking to you, George, over at Electronic Arts to see if they can get a few more donated games to us. But we still have Star Wars Squadrons, cracking game. I need to check. I'm pretty sure we've got it for the PS4. We might have it for the Xbox as well. But we'll give a copy of Star Wars Squadrons to whoever comes out on top tonight. Loads of pizza to give away, 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, 60th, 70th and 80th. And I know that lots of you order your pizza, your free pizza in for the quiz itself, which is a nice thing to do, isn't it? To eat your prize as you're playing. So if you finish in 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, 60th, 70th or 80th, you must send me a quick message with your name and your phone number and your finished position so that I can then send it to Jerry's and get you your prize code. Now, if you're seeing these codes coming out to you late, it's because some people take forever to send us their number. You've got 48 hours, okay? I think that's long enough. Thursday and Friday, we have to send them on Friday afternoon. So don't hang around. Send it tonight, straight away. Send me a message either on the Facebook page, on our quiz email, or even to me personally if you want to. You can do it on Patreon as well. There's so many different ways you can do it. Just send me a message so I know that you've won. Thank you very much. Still getting you guys fit. 25th place tonight gets a full month's membership to F45 training plus a goodie bag with a cap and stuff in it as well. And we must point out there is a small terms and conditions with this. You can only win it once, okay? So it's one prize per person. So if you win it and you decide to give it to somebody, you can't give it to somebody that's already on a month membership there. So it is one prize per person. If you do win it and you've already had the month's membership and won it before, or you're already training there, I will come up with some sort of other prize for you. What that is, I do not know, but it is a great prize, and I think that will be backed up by those of you that have won it and are training. I know I've got a couple of you that are coming to join us from the start of March as well, which is going to be wonderful. As I say, I think I'll be backed up by anybody that is training at F45 playing this quiz tonight, of which there are a few, to say that this is a very, very cool prize. So you can only win it the once. If you finish in 25th place tonight, that is yours. And then 50th place tonight will be another Escape Rooms New York. This one's really cool. Great feedback from the guys that have won it so far. EscapeGames.nyc, if you want to go and look it up. There is a demo on there. Literally, you in 3D go around the streets of New York, and it's all played online, and it's very, very cool. We'll send that to you if you win 50th place tonight, and you'll get a chance to choose a theme for 10 questions at next week's quiz. It must be something relatively generic that is fair to everybody regardless of which country they are playing from. So no silly things like FA Cup winners, which would be a little bit unfair, wouldn't it, or British soap operas, or Romanian soap operas for that matter. All right, something that's generic and a little bit fair. That would be great. And then the Lucky Wheel prize. It's an absolute cracker. It is from the BritishShop.ro, the one prize that I personally would love to win. It is the mystery box of goodies. Now, it won't necessarily contain all the things that you can see on the screen there, but it will be full of yummy, tasty goodies sent to your front door. The Lucky Wheel is for gold and silver Patreons. This will be spun at the end of the quiz. Your names are on there 3 times if you're a gold member, and silver if you're if you're a silver supporter, and you still have time. If you want to upgrade during this quiz before we reach the end of it, by all means do, and I will manually put you on the wheel so that you have a chance of winning the mystery box from BritishShop.ro. Do look them up if you fancy getting yourself some of those things that you just can't buy anywhere else. The prices are very, very good as well. I mentioned last week I did load up on a couple of boxes of tea. I'm already almost through one of them. I need some more. The candy, the chocolate. Why am I saying candy? I can't help it. I'm British. Chocolate is fantastic. You know, you can get all the condiments that you love. Just go and look them up, will you? But you could win that tonight if you end up on the wheel being selected. Right, back to our main screen. Whole load of you signing in, which is lovely, which is great. Let's just have a quick look over at the chat. I have to look at a different screen here just to see if I missed anything. There was lots going on. So Alyssa will join us for game night, which is good. Good evening to the Terps. Yeah, maybe Football Guru coming in and joining in. I might well do a Tunbridge quiz. I think it's been playing on my mind that I should do one. I think I will in the coming weeks. I'll do a little note on their personal page to start getting some support from some sponsors. For those of you that don't know, throughout lockdown in the UK last year, we did run a charity quiz for my hometown in Tunbridge. Hundreds and hundreds of people joined in. We ended up raising over £5,000 for our local food bank, which was unbelievable, and people donate every time I host one of those. So I think it's time that we went and did another one to help celebrate the fact that lockdown could be ending soon. Good evening to Timia and Dana. Aaron, she's playing. She had problems, it looks like, but refreshing always works, doesn't it? Turn it off and on again. Andrew's with us, as is Mr. Cutting Crew, also over in Tunbridge. Christian, good evening to you as well. And Alina. Now, you've struggled with the old random rounds. You haven't had things that you like. Finally, something that you might like. You're probably going to hate the questions that I've written, but I do hope that isn't the case. Logic is rarely a part of Grey's Anatomy. As I have discovered, Aaronush, in writing the questions, some of the storylines are absolutely bonkers. The example pizza might well have nachos on it. I didn't look. Do you want to have a quick peek at the pizza? Yeah, that is their nacho pizza. It's some Mexican one that they put nachos on, and why not? Litsa, I do want to give you a prize of some sort. Maybe I can order you a pizza if you'd like pizza, and maybe, if that's good for you, I can order one from your local pizza place. Just let me know, because you did win a prize at game night and you're in the UK, and I'd like to send you a prize. So let me know. Maybe you'd like a takeaway or something like that. Drop me a message or something, and we'll hook you up. Right, let's crack on with the quiz then. As I say, 50 back-to-back questions, some general news, then general knowledge, then your Grey's Anatomy round. And then we'll finish off with general knowledge. So just drop me a line. Let me know what you like. I'll send you a massive pizza from what is it, Perfect Pizza in Tunbridge? Is that still there? I'm going back about 25 years. I don't know. Anyway, let's crack on, everybody. Let's find out who will win on this Wednesday evening. This is our last quiz of February. The next one's going to be in March. Can you believe it? Unreal. Right, I'll start you off, and then we'll go over to our live game. And let's hope we don't have any issues with the internet and that I haven't made too many mistakes. We will see. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. I do need to refresh. Your first question is on the screen. And what is the name of the NASA rover that landed on the surface of Mars last week? What is the name of the NASA rover that landed on the surface of Mars last week? There's your first error tonight. Mars is a lowercase m. Well done, me, on the first question. All right, nobody going for Wall-E. Doesn't it look like Wall-E a little bit? I think it does. I don't think that's deliberate, but I thought it looked like a little bit like Wall-E. Perseverance, nice, easy one to kick you off tonight. It's the biggest story in the world at the moment, really, isn't it? So 90.4% of you getting that. Yulia straight into the lead. Mr. Grey and his anatomy is in second. Lame analogy in third. Codrin and Ruxy make out your top five. Our reigning champion, Mrs. John Thornton, sits in sixth. Early days. Here's your next question. Which casino was reduced to a pile of rubble in Atlantic City last week? It wasn't that quick that you can see on your screens. But they did bring it down. Which one was it? One of those big famous casinos? It was Trump Plaza, indeed. 63.5% of you getting that one. What have we got here? No more goal for Sosuaka? Tell me how to pronounce that. Sosuacha? Suaka? Tell me. Codrin second, Mr. Gray and his anatomy, Ruxy and Bogdan B. Oh, also, I am wearing my Two Brothers shirt. You can just about see it there. Who was it that wanted to see it? Was it Andre? I promised I would wear it. I have got my Two Brothers shirt on now for you tonight. I just remembered. Next question. Have a look at the picture. Please enter this person's initials. This person's initials. It's a two-letter answer. Shoshoaka. Shoshoaka? Am I saying that right? Shoshoaka? I do get confused, Alina. You know that. You work with me long enough. Shoshoaka. Super. Right. N.O. for Naomi Osaka, who won the Australian Open. What a player she is. She's really come on leaps and bounds in recent years, hasn't she? Is she world number one now? I think she must be. Anyway, brilliant win for her. Well done. I'm not sure she's playing, but if she is, well done to you. No goal for Shoshoaka. Shoshoaka. That one. Mr. Gray and his anatomy, Ruxy, Codrin, Bogdan B. That's your top five. Shoshoaka. Got it. I'm going to say that a lot tonight. Next question. The words "can only have been painted by a madman" have been discovered on which famous painting? This is a cool story. Now, the GIF is just a mad person painting. It's not really anything to do with the actual painting. He's really angry, that bloke, isn't he? So, pretty darn cool. The Scream by Edvard Munch. Yeah, they discovered can only have been painted by a madman. You can look it up online. I wanted to get a good picture of it, but it's very faint. But they have managed to find it using some really clever cameras. That's a really funky story. I love stuff like that. All right, Ruxy goes into the lead. Cesar in second. Dana, Dan and Christy are your top 5. So it's all changed with that one question. That was rather spectacular. We've got Bogdan Quiz Bears. They're on the edge of the top 5. Next question. As part of a long-term aim to eliminate plastic from its packaging, Coca-Cola has said it will trial bottles made from which material? Aranush saying he had bipolar disorder. I think that probably makes sense when you look at his paintings. Paper is the correct answer. 30.8% of you getting that one right. It's a Danish-produced prototype made from extra strong paper. And banana skins. Banana skins, I put that on as a sort of a joke, but they are used in many, many products, recycled products. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, they're aiming to get 100% recyclable eventually. So fair play to Coca-Cola. Cesar then still leads. No more golf for Sosha Shokar. Bogdan B. Yulia D. There's your top 5. Number 6. Disney Plus has added a content warning to the beginning of 18 episodes of which show that started streaming on the platform last Friday. So it's a show, but you wouldn't expect to have a content warning at the start of it. Which one is it? Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Hannah Montana, The Muppet Show, or The Simpsons? It is The Muppet Show, the quite brilliant Muppet Show. Oh, the days when I used to sit down and watch that. I just loved it. 54.4% of you getting it right. This program includes negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures. It reads these stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. So fair play, you know, but good that they're still putting the show out there because it's history and it's important that we see, you know, how these shows were viewed back then. Cesar goes into the lead. 6 down. Here's number 7. And we're on to normal questions, everyone. In which century did the French Revolution take place? So normal trivia from here. Everything's aged. Everything's aged, but the Muppets was ahead of its time, apart from maybe some of the themes that they had. But it's just tremendous. 18th century, 76.2% of you getting it right. So your first general knowledge one, not too tricky. A bit of a gimme for some of you. And look who's just appeared in the top 5. So we've got Cesar, Yulia, Dory, Undercover. And then Bula has taken 6 or 7 questions to reach the top 5. Bula never does too well with the old recent news questions, does he? I think he gives you guys a bit of a head start. And then he chases you down. Here's number 8. When translated, what does karaoke mean? Yeah, we have aged, not the show. Maybe you're right, Christian. But the thing is, I mean, maybe, you know, cultural representation and all that, you know, or misrepresentation. I haven't actually seen the specific shows that have the warnings in front of them. Empty Orchestra is the correct answer. I think most of you would know that. Just an excuse to put that rather awesome GIF on there. But the others are all Japanese words that are used in the English language. Empty Hand is for karate. Uncontrolled Picture is manga. Did you know manga meant uncontrolled picture? That's pretty cool. Sumo. Mutual Beat is sumo. Litza kicking us off. What is your favourite Muppet? What is your favourite Muppet? Go! Pepe or Kermit is first offering. Number 9. What is the next prime number above 80? Please enter a 2-digit answer. Whilst you're doing that, please let us know who your favourite Muppet is. Mine, by an absolute country mile, is Animal, without a doubt. Absolutely love Animal. All right, time is up. We're looking for the number 83. Well done if you worked that one out. 72% of you did get that. 83 is the first prime number above the number 80. Cesar, Bula, Ruxy, Christy T, and out with a bang. Kermit, yeah. Boris Johnson. He does look like, was it Beaker? He does look like one of them, doesn't he? I think Beaker made more sense. Damn that man. How do you know I like Animal? Because he's the best one. Tony Flo and the Miraculously Majestic Masters of Mayhem was the original name for which band? Miss Piggy. Hi-ya! All right, so this is just me doing Muppet impressions now. How about Bert and Ernie? Cheaper. Cheaper. The Chef. Swedish Chef was good. Red Hot Chili Peppers is the correct answer. 51.3% of you getting that one right. Boola's looking ominous. I say that every week. He's always there or thereabouts. Cesar leads. Boola second. Ruxy third. Christy T is in fourth. No More Gold for Social Sugar is in fifth. Any more offerings? So we've had Animal, Miss Piggy, Kermit, of course. Pepe is there. Swedish Chef was fun, chasing those chickens. Number 11. Multiple answer. Please select 3 countries that border Argentina. Bolivia, Paraguay, Ecuador, Uruguay, and Peru. Now, there are more than 3 countries that border Argentina before you shout at me, and I've put that on here. Chile and Brazil are the other 2. We wanted Bolivia, Paraguay, and Uruguay. Most of you getting most of those. Peru throwing you off ever so slightly. But if you got all of them, you will have got 100 points plus some bonuses. If you got just 120, if you got 2, it would have been worth 40. Cesar, Bula, Ruxy, Christy T, and Dana having a good quiz as well. All in the top 5, all very close. Statler and Waldorf sitting up there, passing judgment on everybody. Christian, I'm with you. Brilliant. That's how I want to be when I'm older. CIA analyst Jack Ryan is a character created by which novelist? You know, Statler and Waldorf, it was almost like they weren't in the show because they were passing comment on the show all the time, which was pretty cool. Just 2 miserable old men sitting up in that box. Love it. Tom Clancy is the correct answer. 62.5%. Jim from The Office there playing Jack Ryan on Amazon. It's all right, actually. I watched it on my last flight. I actually watched 3 episodes of it, and I haven't watched it since. I should do because I have got Amazon, and it was all right. It wasn't too bad. Cesar, Bula, Christy, Ruxy, Dana, Marley and Marley. In Christmas Carol. Never watched it. I should do, right? Leslie Lynch King Jr. is the real name of which 20th century US president? So that's pretty cool. I didn't realise they played Marley and Marley like that. That's pretty funky. Is that the Michael Caine one? Yeah, I mean, there's only the one, isn't there? The one with Michael Caine. Sure. All right, time is up. Bit of a tricky one. Gerald R. Ford is the correct answer. None of you going for Bill Clinton, but split right across the other 3 answers. It is Gerald R. Ford. Bula knew that one. Of course he did. He's gone into the lead after 13 questions. Let's see if he can stay there. Cesar, Yulia, No More Gold, and Alex coming into the top 5 now as well. We've got Christy, Ruxy, James, Dana, and Dan all in the top 10. All very, very close. Here comes question number 14. True or false question. British sailors were called limeys because they used to suck limes. President King would indeed be a very, very cool title to have. It's not likely to be the other way around, is it? No, nobody's going to become king that has the surname president, I doubt. It is true, indeed, 66.2. They actually did it with lemons and limes, and back in the day when they were doing this in the 18th century, well, they kind of still do it, you know, up to this day because they need the vitamin C. But limes referred to lemons and limes, if that makes sense. Most citrus fruit, which I only learnt this week, which is interesting. But they did indeed stuck on limes, so well done if you got it. Bula, Ruxy, Christy T, James, and Dana. What are the matching initials of the author of Gone with the Wind? Please enter a 2-letter answer. Those letters will be exactly the same, so put them both. No space, no punctuation. Just 2 simple letters to get the points. I think most of you will know this. You're pretty good on the old literature. And a huge 67% going for MM. Maybe you took a guess. If you did, well done. Margaret Mitchell is the correct answer. Aronish went for Marshall Mathers. And yes, Eminem's alter ego did indeed write that famous book, Gone with the Wind. I believe he was in the movie as well. Bula is starting to build a lead from Ruxy, Christy, Dana, and James. They all need to catch him up. But how is his Grey's Anatomy knowledge? I almost forgot that word. What's the name of the daughter of the movie director Kevin Smith? There is his daughter. Kevin Smith is just eternally young. He does not look old enough to have a daughter of that age. He really does not look that old. He's just brilliant, especially since he lost weight. He's looking so well. It is Harley Quinn. He named her Harley Quinn Smith. That is her name. We fooled a few of you with Jean Grey, Scarlet Witch, and Pepper Potts. So well done if you knew that. Bula did know it. Has broken 2,000 points. Ruxy, Christy, Dana, and James all sitting in the top 5. Just a few more questions before we get into Grey's Anatomy. Some of you looking forward to it. Some of you not. Not including the UK, how many countries do trains starting from Stratford International Station travel to? Jay and Silent Bob rule. I was about to swear then because that would make more sense as well. All of his movies are great. Clerks, obviously, going back in the day. Clerks 2 is surprisingly good. Mallrats, just can't do any wrong, can he? 0. Yeah, absolutely none. It's called Stratford International Station because when they built it, they were hoping that the Eurostar would stop there, that it would be a Eurostar terminal, but they decided not to. But it did come into its own during a major event in 2012, the London Olympics. I passed through that many, many times. That's those doors there in order to go to the Olympic Park. And yeah, it's not going to drop its name. It's going to be called Stratford International, even though it's not an international station. Well done if you got that. Who was the last person to host the Oscars before it became hostless? Jon Stewart, Chris Rock, Jimmy Kimmel, or Ellen DeGeneres? We've got Bula, Ruxy, Christy, Dana, and James in the top 5. And your time, it is up. It is Jimmy Kimmel. Easy to remember because it wasn't the last one that he did, but when they had the Oscar cock-up with the Best Picture, you may remember that it was him that took control and kind of ended the ceremony rather well. I think he got a lot of plaudits and thumbs up for doing that. But then he did one more, I think it was, before it then went to 2019. I think they stopped. So, yeah, Jimmy Kimmel, well done if you got that. Bula, Ruxy, Christy, Dana, and No More Gold in the top 5. One more question before our random round. Which actor provided the voice for Mr. Potato Head in the Toy Story films? A couple of movie-related questions in a row. So, Mr. Potato Head, who was it? It was the late, great Don Rickles. He was also in Toy Story 4, even though he had passed away sometime before that. But his family really wanted him to be in the film. So they asked the producers, the Pixar producers, to go back and try and find any unused content that he had recorded. And they managed to create his character using recordings from the previous movies, which is just brilliant. Don Rickles, legend, roast legend. Right, we are into your random round. Grey's Anatomy. Good luck, everybody. Here's number 20. Grey's Anatomy is a medical textbook first published in 1858. When was the last edition published? So the first was in 1858, but when was the last one published? And before anybody shouts at me, I've managed to get the Greys and the Greys spelt correctly there. It was indeed 2020. That handbook is still going today. It's had a number of editions. What are we up to? 42 editions now, the latest one being October 2020. So that was a good one for Bula because it was kind of a real trivia question. As you will see, I've tried to do real trivia. Some of them relate directly to the show. You'll see. Here comes another one, number 21. The creator, Shonda Rhimes, wanted to set the show in Chicago but decided not to because which other show was based there? There you go, Erinus. You need to upgrade a little bit. Get yourself the 2020 version. I don't know how much it could have changed since then, but obviously they have got new editions. It is ER. So if you're a fan of ER, that would have been a good question for you. I've no idea what the others were set. Scrubs was in LA. It was certainly filmed in LA, wasn't it? General Hospital House. You'll have to help me out. Never watched House. Bula still leads, but his lead has been cut by Ruxy, chasing him down. Christy in 3rd. Dana in 4th. Yulia in 5th. There was indeed Chicago Hope. Was that not a spin-off? I think a spin-off. But it was ER specifically, but she didn't want to clash with. Next question, number 22. Who wrote in his memoir that he was offered the role of Derek Shepherd but turned it down for a CBS show called Dr. Vegas that was a total flop? Click and confirm your answer. It is one of those 4 very recognisable actors. One of them was going to be Derek Shepherd, McDreamy himself. Who was it? It was option C, Rob Lowe. 72.9% of you getting that one right. Yeah, Rob Lowe decided to do Dr. Vegas. Did anybody ever see Dr. Vegas? Probably not. It was an out-and-out flop. He's done all right for himself, Rob Lowe, I would say. But there you go. If he'd have taken that job, maybe he wouldn't have been in Parks and Rec. And he was very, very good in that. Bula still leads. Ruxy, Christy, Dana and Yulia still the same top 5. Here comes question number 23. To make the surgeries look more realistic, the show used real organs from which type of animal? I can't comment, Andre. I think from sort of popular demand and what I'm aware that people like, I would say that House is a more popular show. But I haven't really watched either of them. Cow is the correct answer. Now, I can understand why lots of you will have gone for pig, because pig organs, it's well known that some organs have been used in humans, also like ventricles and stuff like that. But it is the cow, 17.5%, and apparently it was pretty gross. The description is on your screens if you want to have a read at it. Bula, Ruxy, Yulia, Christy T. James is your top 5. Come on, Alina. A few more questions to go yet. Who had a cameo in the season 2 finale as a paramedic that had to put her hand inside a patient to prevent a bomb exploding? Now, she didn't have to put her hand in there, but from what I understand, her hand went in to stop some bleeding, discovered a bomb, and could not remove her arm. Who was that lucky lady? Vlad? Yes. Scrubs, 100% with you on that. Christina Ricci is the correct answer, 48.7%. Now, I do know that a lot of these stories are based on real life events. That's where they got a lot of the storylines from. I don't know if that one was. Anybody remember that? Sticking her arm in to stop a bomb going off. She went in through the chest before anybody wonders how she went in. Bula still leads. Ruxy, Yulia, Christy, Dana. It sounds cool, Alina. It does sound cool, that episode. True or false, Grey's Anatomy branded stethoscopes are used in real hospitals. So did they make merchandise? Branded stethoscopes. Is that true? Is that false? Well, if they did, I certainly couldn't find them online. It's an absolute out-and-out lie, but I made it up based on the fact that they did make real scrubs. Barco Uniforms and ABC partnered in 2006 to produce hospital-grade scrubs under the Grey's Anatomy label, and they were sold to real hospitals. Anything to make a buck, right? Bula gets it. Ruxy, Yulia, Christy, Dana, that is your top 5. I told you these would be weird questions. That's your halfway point. Here's number 26. Every episode name is a song title except for one, which was called 1-800-799-7233. What was this helpline for? So it is for one of those 4 awful, awful situations. Interesting, Alina. They donated a lot of gear to COVID hospitals last year. Was that gear that they had that they should have been using, or just stuff that they went and bought? I'd be interested to know. Domestic violence. It was a whole episode based around a domestic violence story, and so quite brilliantly they named the title of the episode 1-800-799-7233. Quite a nice little bit of trivia, that, and a good thing to do. Bula's broken 3,000 points. He seems to know his Grey's Anatomy trivia. Here's number 27. Scrubs actress Sarah Chalke appeared in the season 9 episode Can't Fight This Feeling to raise awareness of which rare disease? There's a Scrubs reference. Actual medical gear. So stuff that they would have used on the show, they decided to donate it. So it was Mr. Shu that was the domestic abuser, huh? I wouldn't know who he was. He sounds like a character from South Park to me. Kawasaki syndrome, or disease, sorry, is the right answer. And it's quite brilliant, right? Sarah Chalke, who we love Sarah Chalke. Based on her real-life fight for answers about her baby's mystery illness that turned out to be the rare Kawasaki disease. She looked it up online. They say don't look stuff up online, but she did, and she discovered it. And then she did a storyline in the show to raise awareness. I love that story. Bula, Christy, Ruxy, Yulia, Dan is your top 5. Which of these actors rejected their Grammy nomination for Grey's Anatomy? It is one of those 4 actors or actresses, or we'll just call them all actors, just to keep everybody happy. So one of them rejected a Grammy nomination. It was Katherine Heigl, 67.1% of you getting that one right. Katherine Heigl, what's she doing these days? She did that Seth Rogen movie that I seem to remember. A couple of other, chick flick style movies. Where is she now? Anyone want to know? I don't know. Anyway, she said that she just didn't feel that she deserved it, essentially. The writers hadn't given her enough work. Bula, still leading from Christy, Ruxy, Yulia and Dan. That is a brilliant bit of trivia, Alina. You deserve a bonus point. Right, final question. Select 3 titles that the show was almost called before producers settled on Grey's Anatomy. It is 3 of those 5 there. She's on Suits now, another show I haven't watched. It's kind of on my list. I think I would enjoy it. I just haven't got around to watching it. Surgeons, Complications and Doctors are the 3 correct answers. Heartbeat and Casualty are the names of UK TV shows. Heartbeat being about the police in the 50s and 60s. Casualty being about casualty at a hospital. They've also, Doctors used to be a soap opera there as well. Right, we're coming out the back end then of that round. Well done if you did okay there. Christy had a cracking round. He has caught Bula up, but Bula leads with Christy, Ruxy, Dan and Yulia tucked in just behind. Is there a hyphen between the words kit and cat in their logo? She was huge for like a nanosecond, wasn't she, Alina? She just disappeared. Knocked Up was a truly awful film, and I like Seth Rogen, but that was a terrible movie. No, there is not. 35.4% of you now need to go and look up the Kit Kat logo to be assured that that's the case, but there is no hyphen on that logo. Bula gets it. Christy does not. Stays in second. Ruxy in third. Yulia and Dan making up your top 5. Suits is over now, is it? Oh, 27 Dresses. I remember that one. I think I saw that on a plane when you didn't get a choice over what you had to watch back in the day. Death Comes to Pemberley is a 2011 fan fiction novel that is set 6 years after which famous novel? I don't think she's got a very expressionful face. I don't think her face has a lot of expression, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Pride and Prejudice is the correct answer there. 61.5% of you getting that. Bula continues to lead from Christy, Ruxy, Yulia and Dan. I did not think that tonight we would talk about Muppets and Katherine Heigl. This is why I love you guys and I love doing this quiz. We just never ever know, do we? Litza has bought in a ringer to help her catch up. Love it. Number 32. In cuisine, what ingredient changes a croque monsieur into a croque madame? Spinach, egg, bacon or tomato? I'm sure there are. I would imagine if you're a fan of Grey's Anatomy, it's hard to not really love everybody. It's the same with like Sex and the City. You know, I can't particularly stand any of them. And if you're a fan of the show, you absolutely adore them, don't you? Egg is the correct answer. You just got to bang an egg on top and it becomes a lady. 68.8% of you getting that one right. Still Bula in the lead, but Christy is chasing him down with Ruxy, Yulia and Dan also just behind. Yeah, Christian, I'm with you. I will say a croque madame is an epic meal when done right. What a sandwich that is. Happy days. I'm starving right now. Dinner comes later. Quiz for now. What's the surname of this classic children's toy? Jordan, Bolt, Armstrong or Woods? I will just add that I did write these questions before the sad news about Tiger Woods. Hopefully he's going to make a decent recovery, but it was a bit of a shocker yesterday, wasn't it? Armstrong, Stretch Armstrong, of course. Well done if you got it. Introduced in 1976, still popular today. And I think he was in one of the Toy Story movies, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, Bula still leads. Christy, Ruxy, Yulia and Dan. Yeah, Samantha's probably the most. Kim Cattrall, you know, because you go back to the 80s. I love the movie she was in. Mannequin, that was a cracker, wasn't she in that? Which of these musical instruments shares its name with the French word for paperclip? Someone help me out. It was her that was in Mannequin, right? She was the mannequin in the 80s movie Mannequin. Starship, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now and all that. Oh, I discovered that Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he dies, right? Wasn't he? Didn't she on his deathbed? I don't know. Katherine Heigl and him. I think I learnt that whilst doing these questions. 73.7% knowing it is trombone. You could guess that by looking at it, but I suppose you could argue that a trumpet looks that way as well. Bula, Christie, Ruxy, Dan, and VO Mag now in the top 5. Denny Duquette. Do not know him. Thank you. It was Kim Cattrall in Mannequin. Good movie. Good movie. True or false? Maid Haparu is an island in the Maldives. And yet again, another spelling error. Should be a uppercase M on the Maldives. I love those silly throwaway movies back in the 80s. So just a whole ton of them, wasn't there? It is indeed true. Maid Haparu. That's perfect, isn't it, for a quiz question? 66.7% of you getting that one right. Bula, Ruxy, Christie, VO Mag moving on up, and Yulia in 5th. Right, so Katherine Heigl and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He was dying. She married him. And then she cried, right? Wow. There's no point in me watching Grey's Anatomy now, is there? I know everything. Who's the current WWE Universal Champion? It's the horror story they tell all new interns. I think you'll find that all new interns are bullied because of pennies that they've put to block doors. Or Scrubs was lying to me. Roman Reigns is the correct answer. 61% of you know your WWE. I don't. The last time I watched WWE, Hulk Hogan was fighting the Ultimate Warrior, and we had it on VHS cassette, and we all sat around and watched it, and that was as much as I ever cared for WWE. It was WWF back then. Bula breaks 4,000 points. He's looking good tonight. I reckon he's going to get the 5,000. Ruxy, Christie, VO Mag, and Yulia still in the top 5. Here's number 37. In which country are the headquarters of the chocolate company Ritter Sport? Grosse Pointe Blank is a cracking movie. Oh, Ferris Bueller, of course. But Grosse Pointe Blank, a lot of people forget that. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Supernatural, haven't seen. It's German. Germany is the correct answer. 36.7% getting it right. Bula, Christie, Ruxy, Yulia, and Dana. I'm just keeping an eye on everything that you've got to say over here. Jeffrey Dean Morgan for 007. Is that what you're saying there, Aranish? I could see that. I could see that. Is he British? Someone help me out. Is he British or American? I think he's American, isn't he? So we can't have him as 007. Number 38. What is Rihanna's family name? George and the appendicitis in the elevator debacle. You do realise, for someone that's never seen Grey's Anatomy, this is just hilarious to read. George, was that the chap that decided to leave the show because of the abuse that he was getting? Fenty is the correct answer. Robin Rihanna Fenty. Most of you getting that one. Well done. Christie's still chasing Bula. Christie's gone through 4,000 points. Ruxy, Yulia, and Dana still there in the top 5. TR Knight, yeah, that's him. What's he done? Where's he these days? Obviously, he nicks up. Oh, 007 was his nickname of a character in GA. Okay, gotcha. But where's TR Knight these days? What is the scientific name for an orangutan? What is the scientific name for an orangutan? It was the guy that got kicked out the show, then came back, right? And there was a lot of furore about it. People weren't happy that he came back. Anyway, what's the scientific name for an orangutan? Pongo is the correct answer. 65.8% of you getting that one. Bula retains his lead. 4,447 points out in the lead. Christie T second. Ruxy in third. Yulia in fourth. And Dana in fifth. That's pretty bad. I mean, if that's what you do, you should be sacked. And that's that, right? Lucky you got a career at all, let alone getting your old job back, particularly on a major TV show. Ooh, wow. Were you paying attention? Which actor was that in the previous question? Which actor was in the previous question? Was that Robert Redford, Clint Eastwood, Tom Selleck, or John Travolta? Is he working, the other guy, the homophobe guy? It is Clint Eastwood, 49.4%. You talk about great movies. This was the 70s, or was it the early 80s? I can't remember. But Every Which Way But Loose. What a great movie that is, with Clyde the orangutan. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but you know, if that means anything to anybody, I apologise for doing the middle finger, but it is a wonderful scene from that movie. I wasn't aiming that at anyone in particular, but I had to do it. Bula, Christy, Ruxy, Yulia and Dana. I can't believe I just stuck my middle finger up at you all. That's so bad. I should have done that. Right. What colour poles are used to mark the course of a slalom ski race? Isaiah Washington. That's him. Yeah, Isaiah Washington. No idea what he's done, but I do know the guy. 3.8 of you went for green and white. Green you could see. White might be a bit difficult to spot on the old slalom course. We're looking for red and blue. 67.5% of you getting that one right. Yeah, they must pass through them in order to complete the slalom course. They are red and they are blue. I'd like them to be red and green. It would look more Christmassy, right? That would make a lot more sense to me. Bula still leads. Ruxy, Christy, Yulia and Dana. We've got Dan Viomag, Alex, James and Arena all in the top 10. Number 42, which country has the most red-headed people per capita? Okay, I'm being really ignorant. I didn't know Grey's Anatomy was still going. I thought it had finished. Is it still going? Goodness me, I mean, I should have picked up on that, having done all the research. It is Ireland. If you've been to Ireland, you can back this up. They're everywhere. 66.2% of you getting it right. Around 10% over there with red hair. All the pictures and gifs I could have put there, but I did just put the ginger one from Harry Potter. Anyway, Bula, Ruxy, Christy, Yulia, and Dana. Dana, you've got red hair. Have you still got red hair? Is that coloured in your little picture there? Next question. Number 43. What's the name of the world's largest cruise ship? Oh, right. There you go. Aranish and Alina, two big fans, letting me know that all Grey's Anatomy at the moment is about COVID. That makes perfectly good sense. Symphony of the Seas is the correct answer, 65.4%. Alina, come on, look. Once you're in love with a show, it's hard to stop watching it unless you're watching Community, which pretty much everybody stopped watching, even though there's so many seasons of it. Had to stop. Symphony of the Sea, 65.4%. Look at the size of that thing. 9,000 passengers and crew it can hold. It's got 23 swimming pools. Bula's still leading. Here's number 44. With which of the following would you associate the Japanese technique of Reiku or Raku, R-A-K-U? Yeah, a bit of a double bluff or a double bluff on the old red-headed question there. It felt a bit obvious to be Ireland, right? And it was obvious because that was the correct answer. Ceramics is the correct answer. So it's a technique that involves very high temperature kilns where you burn materials onto the heated pit to decorate an item, usually a teacup or a bowl. Ceramics then, 57.5% of you getting it right. This quiz is not over. Ruxy and Christy are still giving chase and they're not too far off Bula, but there are 6 questions only remaining. Can they get him? They need him to get 1 or 2 even wrong. Teddy and Owen. I don't like the sound of them, full stop. Which of these young people has a mother that competed in the 2009 Eurovision Song Contest? Click and confirm your answer. It is one of those 4 young people. It is Greta Thunberg, 42.1% of you getting it right. She's an opera singer, her mother, and she represented Sweden at the Moscow contest. She was as part of a choir, a part of a group, but she was indeed part of the act. So 42.1% of you getting that one right. Ruxy still giving chase. It's Bula in the lead, Ruxy, Christy, Yulia and Dana. That is your top 5. Remember, a top 5 finish at this quiz is very hard to get. So let's see who will be in there tonight. 5 to go. Here's number 46. Have a look. It's the flag and outline of which country? The flag and outline of which country? So the show now has Teddy, Owen, Amelia and Link. Aren't those Madonna's kids? That was cheap, wasn't it? I shouldn't do that. Rwanda, 48.8%, getting it right. Bula, with 4 questions to go, has smashed through the 5,000-point barrier, but his lead is less than 100 points. Ruxy in second. Christy is still in with a shout. Yulia, maybe too far back, but let's see if you can catch up. Dana sits in 5th. 4 questions to go. Number 47. With which of the following would you associate the Frankenstein Dracula variation? It is one of those 4 things on your screen. The Frankenstein Dracula variation. Tricky questions at the end, although you're about to prove me wrong, I'm sure, by all getting this right. It is chess, and that was a tricky one. It is an opening move in chess. Maybe that was a double bluff as well, because I've done a few chess questions just lately, but I thought this was a fun one to drop in again. 32% of you only getting that one right. What a question that was for Bula. He loves his chess, and he gets it, which means he extends his lead over Ruxy and Christy and Yulia and Dana, and it will be his quiz to lose here with just 3 questions remaining. The name for which fruit stems from a native Central American word for testicle? I feel like I've watched Grey's Anatomy 100 times reading your comments here. The avocado, I mean, this one's guessable from Central American, really, isn't it? But yeah, avocado, 54.4% of you getting that one right, and it will be Bula that will take the win tonight. But who will get that runners-up position? And yeah, it was the Aztecs that named the avocado. Rather nice thing to know next time you munch down on a avocado. Bula, Yulia, Ruxy, Christy, Dana. Next question. Which 19th century rifle was marketed by the manufacturer as the gun that won the West? This is your penultimate question. Your penultimate question is all about the 19th century rifle Winchester. The Winchester, 62.3%. I was so close to putting a Shaun of the Dead gif on there instead. If you've seen the film, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, Winchester was the correct answer. Well done to Christy, Ruxy and Yulia, who have all broken the magical 5,000 point mark. But who will get into the top 3 tonight? Final question coming up. This will be question 50 out of 50. Bula's got the win. Let's see how high up you can finish, guys. Good luck. Here's your final question. Please select 3 musicians or bands that have released an album called The Black Album, which is a brilliant excuse to bring up Spinal Tap. It's so black. It's like, how much more black could this be? The answer is none. None more black. How many impressions do you need tonight? God, you lucky people. Prince, Jay-Z and Metallica were the correct answers. No for Van Halen and no for the Black Eyed Peas. They were your final answers tonight. And I did sort of tempt fate a little bit at the beginning of tonight, didn't I? It's true. He's back. Bula will take the win with 5,602 points. Brilliant, brilliant quizzing, mate. 3, 2, 1. Sprinkles. Magical sprinkles. There you go. Well done to Yulia, who comes in second place, picking up the silver trophy for second with 5,206. And Ruxy also making it 2 out of 3 in the top 3 for the girls, 5,167. Then it's Christy and Dana finishing up with Dan, Alex, James, Vio Mag, and Arena will win herself a pizza in 10th position. Blacker than the blackest black times infinity. Up to 11 with that comment, Vlad. Up to 11. Nice job, son. Right, let's remind you what prizes you have won tonight. So well done to Bula. You're going to get yourself a copy of Star Wars Squadrons, mate. Drop me a line so we can work out how to get that to you. We will be doing a prize drop at some point, possibly in Mojo if it can reopen soon. We will say, watch this space. Pizza winners, you're in 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, 60th, 70th and 80th. All you got to do is send me a message and tell me that you've won, what position you were in. Give me your phone number so that I can get this done. You've got 2 days to do it, otherwise you will lose that prize. It's free pizza, for cripe's sake. Do it. 25th place tonight. If this was you, get the full month membership to F45 training. Please look them up at French Quarter Bucharest. They've got me into the fittest shape of my life, and I absolutely adore going there. It's quite brilliant. It's awesome seeing some of you guys there as well. A full month's membership for whoever's in 25th place tonight, unless you have already taken a month there. And if you have, I will come up with a different prize for you. It is 1 prize per person. 50th place will get the online escape room with Escape Games New York, our overseas sponsor, all the way from NYC. Please look them up at escapegames.nyc if you want to do something fun with your family online. You can look them up on Facebook as well at Escape Games New York. And if you're in 50th place, drop me a line because you get a choice for the theme for next week's quiz, the first quiz of March. And we will be going over to the Lucky Wheel very, very soon for our gold and silver Patreons to win a mystery box from BritishShop.ro of all the prizes that we give away. This is the one that I am most jealous of. What a brilliant, brilliant prize this is, delivered to your door, providing you are, of course, here in Romania. And it will be full of all those home comforts, all those things that maybe you've sampled when you've been over in the UK. And you'll just get loads of really nice stuff. I'm so jealous. It's awesome. Let's come back to our main screen just for a second. Here we are, right. 49th place for Andre, just missing out. Pleased with 26th, Flitzer, because you're not getting another pizza that you didn't need. 24th for Sue. So look at that. We've got our Tunbridge girls, 24th and 26th, so both missing out on a prize. 31st for Aronish, just missing out on a pizza there as well. Sue doesn't want to come and work out with us. That's all right, Sue. You know, it is forced to come and do it. But those prizes are there. So do tell us in the feed if you've won a prize. But of course, I still want you to drop me a line if you would, so that we can hook you up. Let's get the wheel ready over here. And let's head over to our lucky wheel. All right, there it is, all lovely and colourful. Charlie's got himself a pizza. Well done, my man. I think I've got your number, so that should be okay. And I'll send you that code in the next couple of days, or it will come directly from the guys at Jerry's. Right, let's just put you into A to Z. In fact, you already are, so you should be able to see your names on there if you are one of our gold or silver Patreons. 3 times if you are a gold Patreon and once if you are a silver Patreon. And let's just have a look at how long we are spinning for. We don't want it to be too short. 30 seconds is about right. Okay, we'll do that. And let's shuffle. Playing for a very cool prize. Away we go. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, right. Who's the lucky one going to be? Who's it going to be getting this brilliant prize from the BritishShop.ro? So there goes Talia and Mike and Karina and Christian, Raluca, Horia, Corneli. Oh, if it's on Sue, we're going to have to sort her out with something, but it's past her, actually. It's going to be, I think, Mihaela. Well done to Mihaela Vishan. Let's make a note for you. If you're in the feed, Mihaela, give us a shout. Say hello. Say yay. Do whatever you have to. Mihaela, you will be our winner. We will be hooking you up. Who won it last time? Was it you, Mihaela? No, it wasn't you, was it? Who won it last time? Can anybody remember who won it last week? Why is my mind telling me it was Mihaela last week? Was it? No, I must be just making that up. I don't know. We'll find out when we go and have a look at the game reports. Anyway, Mihaela is your winner tonight, so well done to her. We're going to return on Saturday when we play game night. It's a whole bundle of fun, and there's plenty of time for you guys to come and join us. If you're not a silver or gold Patreon, you know, there's no pressure to become one, but you get a chance to win prizes on a Wednesday, extra prizes, and reroll. What's that? What do you mean reroll, Victor? Do explain. It's almost like respin, but not re-roll. Anyway, yeah, game night is a tremendous amount of fun. We play a quiz where you have to draw the answers. We play Wheel of Fortune, where you have to try and guess the puzzle on the screen. And we play what is proving to be very popular, sing-along video bingo. Sing-along video bingo, where the videos, the music videos are actually on your screen as well. We do it via Zoom, so it's one of those opportunities to actually see people. You don't have to come on screen if you don't want to, but it's awesome for me to be able to see you. And of course, it's important that I can hear you. So don't be put off if you don't want to be on screen. That's fine. We're not going to force anybody to do that. But yeah, if you fancy it, join up. Go from bronze to silver or even up to gold. That would be awesome. Keep us in business if you can until the point, which is hopefully not too far away, where we can get into the bars and the clubs and start doing some real stuff for you, which is very, very exciting. All right. So that's the quiz tonight. So we'll return on Saturday. Then we're back here next week for the first quiz of March. Believe it or not, the first quiz of March next week. I can't believe it. Oh, anyway, what are you going to do? All right, make sure you drop me a line, guys, if you've won a prize. And well done to our winners. Commiserations to our losers. I've been Mark, your quiz master. It's been an absolute joy to quiz with you again on this Wednesday night. I'll do you a little write-up over on Facebook with a couple of pictures. But do stay in touch with me, and I'll stay in touch with you, and I'll see you on Saturday for game night. Good night, everyone.